Well, so tell us a little bit more about the L.E.N.S method. Like, tell us, I mean, I'd love to hear about kind of your viewpoint, and then how can we adapt it in like in our everyday lives? Like, how can we apply this?
Yeah, so basically, I have a longer kind of course or program that's based on the five pillars of emotional resilience. So those are mindfulness, self-awareness, self-care, positive relationships, and purpose. And so basically in the program, it would be I share a photo story prompt, inspiration around it, and a photo story prompt based on each of those pillars each week. Hopefully that makes sense. My first language is photography, it's not speaking. um, and so, but my foundation workshop, which everyone can do and get started with, is about how to create intentional photos of nature as a walking meditation practice, but really kind of tuning into your senses, getting grounded, even physically, if you can, right? Hug a tree, get your bare feet on the ground, feel the sun on your face, feel the breeze in your hair, appreciate the beauty around you, and then create some photos about something that you want to connect with in relationship to nature. So what that might be, what that might look like. There's a beautiful quote by Virginia Woolf, who incidentally had bipolar disorder.
Mm.
She said, "I am rooted, but I flow." And I love sharing that one because, it's it's kind of something that I strive to be, right? I want to be grounded, rooted. And I also want to be adaptable. I want to, not be reactive, which is really what a mindfulness practice helps you do, is not to be so reactive. Um, and so what does that look like though? In a photo, you can tune into your sense of sight and just look for it. It's kind of like a fun scavenger hunt, a visual scavenger hunt, right? What does grounding look like? What does flow look like? It doesn't necessarily have to be water. It could be the lines on the bark of a tree. It could be, the veins on leaves remind me of how the veins in our bodies, we are connected with nature, right? There's just so much that you could do with that, and it's good for you anyway, just to be in nature. So I recommend that.
Hmm. I mean, I love that kind of sensory perception, like really looking at like experiencing life through a filter that tunes into all of our own senses, our own collective senses, right? With what's external versus what's internal.